Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on the XY for the week. What am I expecting on the XY? We can see that we are currently on an uptrend on the XY. I think if I recall really well, the last time I analyzed the XY, we were around this area right here. So I said there is a possibility because we can see based on the parallel price action that whenever we get to the zone, there is a possibility of it rejecting off of that zone, and I think we were around that zone. So I said there's a possibility for it to drop down to at least 103 because of this break of structure here. So I said there is a possibility for it to come down to fill in the imbalance around that area. Then when we get here, we'll now determine what next. Either we're going to continue to push to the downside or upside based on what we think. So that was my thoughts initial on the XY. So now let's see what we are looking at right now. Since we saw that there was this breakout zone right here, so it didn't get to the point I thought it would go to, which was 103. We break the structure right here. So right now there's a possibility of it pushing down to maybe around this zone right here to retest the zone and a touch of trend line as well. So that is what I am seeing right now. That's like a point of entry for a point of interest slash point of entry. So it will be a point of entry depending on how it reacts around this area. Let's just say it falls down to the zone right here, and I'm seeing weak rejections around that zone, and I see an engulfing candle, right? Then there's a possibility that we might continue to push to the upside. So that from point of interest will now become my point of entry, right? So that is what I think might happen on the XY. Let me go to a bigger time frame just to show you my overall thought. If you watched my analysis, I said last week I said the XY was, I'm thinking it's gonna push to the upside, and that was because of, we can see this engulfing candle right here. I think it's gonna come up here to retest a little bit, then we push down to at least my negative 27% fib level, which is around 95. That is like a future price action that I'm looking into, right? But I still think there's a possibility for us to at least push to my 61.8% fib level, which is around 108. And my reason is because around that area there is this imbalance right here. This is the monthly time frame. Let me go to the weekly time frame for us to be able to see it clearly. So there is this imbalance right around this area right here that needs to be filled, and it aligns with my 61.8% fib level, and that is the reason why I said there's a possibility that we might actually get there before we push to the downside, because I'm still seeing it continue to the downside. So we can see it's giving us something like an impulse, a correction, right, of some sort, then a continuation. So we're still going to look at this overall trend, right, slash direction. We just have to be a little more patient because this is a highly time frame, right? So that is why I like to do top down analysis, because it makes me see the overall picture. So I'm going to be buying on the XY, right? So as we can see right here, I'm gonna go to a similar time frame just to show that there's a possibility for us to drop. If I draw a trend line from here to here, we can see, right, even if we draw it from the previous one, we can see there was this break, right? I'm just going to do it here just for us to see. Let me draw a fib from here to here just to see what we are looking for from here to here. So let's see how that plays, right? We can see that we've been having higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then this broke the previous low, right? Even if it's just wicked, right? So, and we can see this engulfing candle here. So I see a possibility of it pushing down a little bit to at least this target right here before we now continue to zoom to the upside. Yeah, to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing on the XY. So I'm just gonna draw what I think might happen, maybe something like this. So here, that'll be my first target, and if I see more momentum, that's probably my second target, because overall, looking at the price, the market structure and the price action, right, we can still see that I said I'm still expecting it to come to this area right here, and that also aligns perfectly well with my negative 61.8% fib level, which is great. So I'm just going to put a price tag to see my first thought and my second thought. And if you've been watching my analysis, you know majority of the time I like to take out my TP on my negative 27% fib level, because that has a higher possibility of reaching than negative 61.8% fib level. But I'm going to mention negative 61.8 fib level now, and the reason is because of I was expecting a retest from this zone right here anyway, so which aligns with my negative 61.8% fib level. So that is my thought on DXY. And yeah, but if we were going to continue to push to the upside, I want it to at least come up and break the structure like it did, like it has been doing. Break of structure, right? Then we can change our analysis and go to the upside. So like I used to say, you can't predict the market, you can only react to the market. Anything can happen. So in case if we don't push to the downside and I see more momentum to the upside, all I just have to do is reanalyze based on that. So that is my quick thought on the XY, guys. Hope you find this helpful. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like, and I'll see you in my next analysis. Thank you for watching, guys.